Hello friends, and welcome to another Pick Us Something reading with me, Intuitive Rene. Always great to be here with you, and I know it's been a while since I've done one of these. I have just been so busy with life and with client readings and all the rest of it, and I just haven't had the time. So I hope you enjoy this reading that I'm bringing you today, because we are doing a look ahead reading. So what does that mean? It means that I am going to record 3 separate readings that will have completely different messages, completely different experiences, but all helping you to see where you're going to be in 3 months' time. What is life going to look like in 3 months' time? So we're doing a 3-month look ahead. So it is towards the end of February when I release this particular video, which means that we're looking at the end of March, April, end of May. So what will life be looking like for you at the end of May? What will the things be happening around you? What kind of things can you expect to be taking place? As I said, I'm going to record 3 readings for you. All you have to do is choose between 1, 2, or 3. First one, the middle one, the last one. Just allow your intuition to guide you. Allow your intuition to help you to choose the reading that is going to be relevant for you. And it doesn't matter when you watch this video. So whether you watch it as soon as I release it, or if you come back to this video in April, for example, whenever you watch this video, once you've chosen your reading, that will be 3 months from that period what you will be going through. Now, to do this particular reading, I am working with a lot of decks. So this is going to be deep, this is going to be varied, this is going to be fabulous. So let me show you the cards that we're going to be working with. So as you can see, there are a lot, okay? So I have a tarot deck that I'm going to be working with, and this is called Pam's Vintage Tarot. The reason why I've chosen it is because it is quite a small size and because I just absolutely love it. But then I'm going to work with these 4 oracle decks as well. So the Signs of the Times Oracle, the Enchanted Map Oracle, Earthcraft, and Divine Energy Oracle. All of these, so all 5 of these decks are going to give you the look ahead as to what life is going to look like for you in 3 months from today. So remember, if you enjoy your video, if you enjoy your reading, if it gives you a little bit of the feel-good kind of stuff, please do give the video a thumbs up. I love comments, so please do comment below and let me know what you thought of it. Let me know if it makes you nervous or excited about 3 months' time and what life is going to be like. And if you haven't already done so, please smash that subscribe button. I do post videos all the time to inspire you, to motivate you, and to help you live the best life that you can. I also do post daily into my community tab, so and it's the same post that I put onto all my socials. So daily inspiration, weekly guidance, and every now and again a little pick a card video. And I do live readings for the people on my channel. So if you are a paid channel member, look up for the posts for when we do live readings, generally once a week, possibly every 2nd week at this stage, because I am just so busy, and all sorts of interesting things taking place. So if you want to click the join button down here and you will get all the information that you need. I'm going to start with reading number 1. If that is the reading that you have chosen, you just continue watching and it'll automatically shift there. But if you've chosen reading 2 or reading 3 as the one for you today, if you open up this red time bar at the bottom here, you will see that there are timestamps. So you'll see that it's sort of blocked off to make it easier for you to jump across to the video that the reading that you've chosen for yourself. So we're going to go straight into reading 1. I hope you enjoy. I'll see you there. So hello and welcome to those of you who chose reading number 1 as the reading for you today. Welcome. I hope you are ready for what we are going to do with you today. I hope you have got a beverage of some kind, that you are sitting and comfortable and ready to see what is in store for you in the next 3 months. We're going to start off with the tarot, and this particular deck is called Pam's Vintage Tarot. It is, as you can see by my hands, it is quite a small deck, but its artwork is traditional tarot, but it's been aged, so it looks like it's a really, really old antique kind of deck, but it is such a beautiful, beautiful deck. Right, I did shuffle beforehand, but I do like to shuffle while I have you on camera, so let's set the intention. Let's get the shuffling going and ask all of you watching right here and right now, what will life look like for you in 3 months' time? What will you be dealing with? What will you be navigating? What will you be handling in 3 months from now, whenever now is? So 3 months from now, what will your life look like? What will you be dealing with? What will you be navigating? All right, let's cut the deck. Card number 1 that we have for you is the 5 of Pentacles. Card number 2 is the Star card. And card number 3 that we have over there for you is the 7 of Wands. I have to count. Is it 7? It is 7 indeed. Right, I'm moving our tarot deck out of the way. I'm just trying to find a place to put it. I have got cards everywhere. Cards everywhere. So let's have a look at these 3 cards, because this is going to be the basis of what life is going to look like for you in 3 months' time. And now I am going to say to you, the 2 cards that we have on the outside are not fabulous cards, okay? Because they both talk about struggles and difficulties. But then you've got the Star card in the middle, which almost takes away the challenge that we're picking up on the sides, because the Star card is the card of renewal, it's the card of hope, it's the card of healing, of betterment, improvement. But it's surrounded by challenge. It's surrounded by difficulties. So we need to pay attention to these. So let's break it down into small pieces and let's understand the message that's coming through here. 5 of Pentacles is the card of feeling excluded. It's the card of feeling like you're separated or disconnected from everybody around you, and you're feeling sorry for yourself, okay? So you may find yourself in 3 months' time, you may find yourself in a situation where there is this perception of everybody being over there and having a fabulous time, and you're being over here out in the cold, feeling as if you are disconnected and separated from, and obviously feeling sorry for yourself, feeling like sad, feeling disappointed, feeling apprehensive about the disconnect. But I also want to say to you that it's a perception, okay? I have to put the air quotes in. It is a perception, because everybody is there. They probably want you to join them. They probably have sent an invitation, but for whatever reason, you've chosen to ignore the invitation. You haven't taken them up on it. So in 3 months' time, if you suddenly find yourself feeling a little bit unworthy, a little bit disconnected, a little bit on the out, realize and remember this and say to yourself, you know what, maybe I should just go to them, maybe I should just walk in, maybe I should just open the door, and I'll see that they're actually really happy for me, because whatever has happened, okay, because something has happened to cause this situation. That something will be different for every single one of you, but something has happened to cause you feeling this disconnect. And with the Star card here, this is Spirit saying to you that whatever you're feeling, it's real. Of course it's real, okay? It happened. Whatever it was, it happened. It's real. But it doesn't define the future. It doesn't define your right here and right now. There is opportunity for you to reconnect. There is opportunity for you to join again, okay? But you have to have the courage to open that door. The problem that we have, though, is what we've got sitting right on the end over here, okay? Our 7 of Wands that we have here is the card of defenses, okay? So if you have a look at the chap that we have on the card, so he is standing, and if you look at his posture, if you look at the way that he's standing, he's got himself quite braced, and he's got this bar across his chest, and he's sort of holding it in a defensive pose, and he's ready to attack. He's ready to defend himself. He's got himself in a bit of a tricky situation because he's got nowhere to go. All right, this is a cliff that he's standing on, so he cannot go further back, he cannot go that way. The only way that he can come is forward. But in front of him over here, actually let me bring it a bit closer. In front of him over here, we have all of these other sticks, okay, very similar to the one that he's holding. All of these other sticks, and these sticks are coming towards him, so he is seeing that as an attack. He is seeing it as, you know, somebody or all of these people, 6 other people coming towards him to attack him, which is why he is so defensive. Now, I want you to note something quite interesting in this particular card. Look at his shoes. Can you see he doesn't even have the same shoes on? So he left in such a hurry, he jumped to a conclusion really, really quickly that he couldn't even put the right shoes on. But now he's in a situation where, well, my shoes are what my shoes are, and there's nothing I can do about it. But he is quite defensive, just as we are over here. These 2 people, they feel as if everybody who doesn't want them to participate and to join in, their perception is that everybody is against them and everybody wants them on the outside. So now they're just going to stay out there in almost in a stubborn kind of way. And here he's feeling exactly the same. These 6 sticks that are coming towards him, he hasn't even taken the time to sort of say, hey, who are you? Why are you coming towards me? What do you want? He hasn't taken the time to ask the questions. He's jumped to an assumption. I want to bring us back to the star card, because the star card is basically saying to you, it's not as bad as you imagine. It's not as bad as you think. Things can improve, and things will improve when you let go, when you release this attachment that you're holding. Okay, so I'm going to put these cards right at the top of the screen here, just to try and make some space. And I've got all the oracle cards stacked here in front of me, so excuse my arms coming in front. Let's start off with the Signs of the Times oracle, because let's see what message it wants to add to our dilemma, to our situation, to this conflict situation that you're going to find yourself in 3 months' time. What is the best way to handle it? What is the best way to navigate it? And what is the best thing that you should do? And maybe even, what else do you need to know about that particular situation? All right, so cards have had a shuffle. We've asked the questions, cut the deck, taking that one off the top. All right, let's return them to their space, and let's see what we've got. I love this. So first of all, her nails are just so gorgeous with all the smiley faces on them, and that's exactly the card. It is smiley face and joy. Now, just want to make sure that we don't have too much glare. If I leave it there, actually want to bring it this side. So sorry, rearranging everything as I do. As I do, humor me, humor me, humor me. Okay, so first of all, I love the colors. I love the artwork that's coming through there. But the message that's coming, I'm just adjusting the lighting ever so slightly so that we can see the cards clearer. So smiley face and joy, the message that's coming to you from that is basically saying to you, you have to put on the smiley face, all right? If you have the grumpy face, then that's where you're going to stay. If you've got a frown on your face, if your smiley face is upside down, if you've got a frown, nobody's going to call you in. Nobody's going to welcome you. So you have to put on the smiley face. You have to embrace the situation right in front of you. You've got to be open to feeling, expressing, and sharing the joy with other people. So the star card is confirmation that everything's going to work out. Everything can be okay, as long as you can find the joy within yourself and take that first step that is needed to break the ice. And I know it's not easy. I really do. I know it's not easy. It's not easy to be the first person to put a smile, especially when something has happened. And I really do want to acknowledge that, you know, this particular situation didn't happen just willy-nilly. Something happened. Something has taken place in the last while that has caused you to be in this predicament, to be in this situation. So the smiley face card is acknowledging that you are going to have to be the one to make the first move, to put the smile on your face, and to take that step towards others. The renewal, the hope, the improvement, the healing, the change is initiated by you. Even though it's probably not the right place, I am going to start shuffling the next cards. This is the Enchanted Map Oracle. I'm just going to shuffle this one while we're chatting further. You know, even though whatever is transpired, it probably wasn't your fault. It probably wasn't something that you did. It probably wasn't something that you even deserved. But the truth of the matter is, if you carry the grudge, then the situation is just going to get worse. The circumstance or the emotions connected to the situation will just get worse. But if you find the courage to put on, to almost be the better person, okay, can I say that? To be the better person, to stand tall, to stand confident, to stand in your power with a smiley face on your face, with a smile on your face, understanding, recognizing, and acknowledging that joy needs to be the emotion that you carry and that you drive yourself forward with, then you're able to change the situation. Okay, so from the Enchanted Map Oracle, let's just see what else do we need to know around the situation and the best way forward in healing, resolving, and overcoming our challenge. So there I have a card chosen. Put Enchanted Map back, and let's have a look and see what we get from Enchanted Map Oracle. Card 44, Strength. You see, I love how this all talks to each other, and how the message that's coming through is there glare? No glare. Look at that, fabulous. Right, so now I can shift these guys there because I know that they're all going to fit. So the strength card is basically saying to you that you are stronger than you realize. In this particular situation, you actually have the strength in your hands. You actually have the power in your hands to change the situation. And that's, I think, also where Smiley Face is coming from, because Smiley Face is basically saying to you, you can smile inside yourself. You can carry joy inside yourself, knowing that you're actually the stronger person here. Everything that is happening around you is happening around you, not to you. Okay, I honestly, I look at all of this and I get that it's a complete and utter total miscommunication, misunderstanding, but you've perceived it incorrectly. You've perceived it incorrectly, which has got you defensive, which has got you feeling as if nobody wants you there, feeling as if you need to stand and fight. But the truth of the matter is, things can improve, things will improve, but you've got to find your strength to put a smile on your face, to live your life with joy, and to know within your heart of hearts that you didn't create this, that you didn't cause this, and it is just a total misunderstanding. Right, picking up the next lot. This is Earthcraft Oracle. I love the Earthcraft. I love these colors. So bright and so beautiful. So let's see what message comes through from the Earthcraft Oracle. So this same situation, same question. What do we do? How do we handle it? What is the best way to navigate it? What is the best way to move forward in this particular situation, in this particular scenario? I keep bumping all the cards, right? Taking that one off the top, and let's return those to their spot. Let's have a look and see what Earthcraft Oracle wants to say. So it gives us card 4, and it's the birch tree. Now, I don't know what the birch tree looks like or what it represents, so I am going to look into the guidebook. So let me see if I can find the guidebook. Right, so looking at the tree, the first thing that I have to acknowledge, or the first thing that we have to look at, is this face that comes through in the middle here. Now we've got some mountains, and it's really just the branches and stuff of the birch tree that is creating that face. But doesn't that face just give you a sense of calm? Like every time I look at this card and I see this face, I just feel a sense of calm. I just feel as if everything's going to be okay. So I have got, there's the guidebook, Earthcraft Oracle Guidebook, and I have got it here on birch. So if we have a look, and it says to you, and I'm going to do this so that you can focus on the card while I read what the book has to say. So it says, birch trees are old, sacred woods that are believed to heal emotional wounds. They ward off negative influences and they banish fears. They are also associated with new beginnings, making them the perfect energy to channel for healing old wounds and welcoming in new connections. So birch may come to you in a reading when you are feeling vulnerable, afraid, and unsupported. Can I just? Can I just, friends? I mean, this is exactly what this is saying to you. These 3 cards are saying that you're feeling very vulnerable, feeling very unsupported, and feeling very afraid, you know, and that's why birch has come to you. So yes, we can put on that smiley face, so we can pretend all we want. We can pretend like we're okay, but underneath all of that, we're feeling all of these feelings. We are strong. Of course you are. Of course you are. Of course you are strong. There's no doubt about it. But birch is coming to you to tell you that you are feeling vulnerable, afraid, and unsupported. You may feel the need, I'm continuing in the guidebook, you may feel the need to hide away from the world and to lick your wounds. And that's maybe what these 2 are saying, that that's what you're feeling like. You're feeling like you just want to distance yourself, separate yourself, disconnect, because it's all just a little bit too much. All right, back to the guidebook. If you have experienced trauma or hardship lately, know that extra support is being provided for you and that you are protected while you take this time to heal. And there we have the card of healing. There we have the card of renewal, regeneration, rejuvenation, repair that is taking place around you. Okay. Back to the guidebook. Birch says, the worst has passed and soon you will be able to pick up any broken pieces and put yourself together again, only stronger and more beautiful. I love that. Absolutely love that. Right. Putting the guidebook aside. So birch coming to you here Remember, this is 3 months from the time that you watch this video. Something has happened. Something has happened that has not thrown you off balance a little bit. You are feeling very disconnected. You are feeling as if everybody is against you. Everybody's got it out for you. But you're also in the process of recovering from whatever has transpired. You are very good at putting on a smiley face. You are very good at living your life from a place of joy, because it's all you want. All you want is to be happy. All you want is to be happy and successful in yourself. And you are strong enough to achieve that. You are strong enough to do it. You are strong enough to resist everything that's going on around you. But Birch has come forward, and Birch is saying to you that, we see you, we see how you're feeling, we see how you are reacting and responding, but actually you need to know that all is well. There is no need to hide. There is no need to retreat. There is no need to stay away, but actually to recognize that this is new beginnings. If you are brave enough and strong enough to face your adversities, I'm just grabbing the next oracle deck to start shuffling. If you are strong enough to face the challenges that you are facing, if you are strong enough to stand up and speak out and not run away, you will overcome. You will find your bliss, you will find your happiness, and you will find the coming together that you are looking for. I am now shuffling the Divine Energy Oracle. This deck really just has words on them. It doesn't really have graphics. There are about 3 or 4 different pictures that are repeated on the cards, but the graphics don't really contribute anything to the message. It's really just the keywords, and I find these keywords often just hit the nail on the head. Right, so from the Divine Energy Oracle, I want to know what is relevant, significant, and important. What else do you need to know about the situation that has caused this, that you are recovering from, that you are healing from? What else do you need to know? What else can the Divine Energy Oracle contribute to our message today? So let's have a look and see what we've got. You see, focus on success. How absolutely fabulous is that? Focus on success. So the message that's coming through here for you is Spirit acknowledging that in 3 months from now, there is going to be a little bit of drama, a little bit of chaos, a little bit of uncertainty in your life, okay? You are going to feel very disconnected, very much on the out. You are going to feel as if, everything is going wrong, but it is just a miscommunication, a misperception, a misunderstanding. You need to focus on the recovery, on the healing, on revealing the truth, okay? You need to do it with love in your heart, with a smile on your face, and with joy. You need to understand that you are strong enough, you are strong enough to handle this. You are strong enough to work through this. That I am 100% certain of. You also need to recognize that this is a time for healing. It is a time for new beginnings, but it is also a time for you to realize how strong you are, but also to acknowledge for yourself how vulnerable you're truly feeling. And if you focus on the outcome, if you focus on the joy, the success, the abundance that is waiting for you, you will absolutely achieve it. But if this is where your focus is, then this is where you stay. So in 3 months' time, friends, we need to shift, because it's happened, it's past. That's again what Birch is saying. The difficulty is behind you, the challenge is gone, and it's now time to focus on the healing, to focus on the joy, to focus on the strength, to focus on the healing, and to focus on the success that awaits you. So friends, I do hope that this helps you, not now, but maybe in 3 months' time, to turn your situation around for the better. As always, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care. Welcome to those of you who have chosen reading 2 as your reading today. Welcome. Let's see, what is your life going to be looking like in 3 months from now? So I am shuffling the tarot deck that I'm working with today, and this is the Vintage Pam Tarot. So giving it a shuffle, and we're asking for all of you watching right here and right now, regardless of when right here and right now is, but for all of you watching right here and right now, what is your life going to look like 3 months from today? What will the things be that you will be dealing with? What kind of experiences will be happening around you? Where will you be physically, emotionally, mentally, psychologically? What will you be facing? What will you be navigating 3 months from now? So we're going to use the tarot to give us the main kind of message concept. And then in front of me here, you can't see, but I have all the oracles, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them in front of me, and we will grab them to add onto our story and see where you will be in 3 months from now. Right, I am happy with the shuffle. Let's just cut the deck over there. And card number 1, we have the Tower. Right, don't panic, don't panic. We have the Tower, we have the 10 of Wands, and we then have the 2 of Wands. I'm so happy to see that. I'm only taking the 3, putting the tarot to the side. Okay, I know the Tower card, disaster, chaos, mayhem. Like, I can throw all of those kind of crazy words at you for the Tower card, because that's what the Tower card means. The Tower card means your world literally comes crashing down. But we are talking about 3 months from now. We are talking about looking ahead into the future. So 3 months from now, this is what you're going to be dealing with. So if you know that there are going to be major changes, major upheavals, major problems coming up in 3 months' time, are you going to sit on the couch and watch TV and just wait for it to happen? Of course not. Well, at least I hope not. Generally speaking, if you know that there is something happening in the future, now I can also say to you, Spirit won't give you this insight into 3 months from now if you didn't need to know in order to change, to adapt, to maybe even simplify so that it isn't as big and disastrous, or you can be better prepared. All right, so like I said, your choice here is to sit on the couch and wait to see it unfold, wait to see it happen, or your choice is to take the rest of the message, the rest of the reading that we're still going to get, and see what you can do to alleviate, to lessen, to improve, to change the circumstance. So, the Tower card. The Tower card is, as I said, it's about devastation, it's about destruction, it's about your world come crashing down. But that's not the only thing that it represents. The Tower card says to you that things are going to get bad, things are going to fall apart, things are going to collapse. But that's not the problem. The problem is that you need to make changes, but you haven't wanted to. The universe has been guiding you and nudging you and sort of, knocking you with their elbows, saying, come on, come on, come on, make some changes. And you've been stubborn and you haven't wanted to because you've been afraid. So eventually, if you're not taking the hints that the universe has to offer you, the universe has no choice but to force it onto you, because the Tower card is not so much about the destruction as it is about the rebuild, as it is about the putting it back together again. So right now, I know this reading is for 3 months' time, what your life is going to be like in 3 months' time. But right now, I want you to start paying attention in your own personal life at the moment. What thoughts are you having about making changes to what area of your life? And then you think, oh, nah, not now, later, next month, next week. When something else happens, then I will make the decision, then I will make the change. What are you resisting? Okay, because you cannot actually resist it any longer, because if you do, in 3 months' time, the decision will be made for you. So our next card that we have here is the 10 of Wands. Now, the 10 of Wands is burden, okay? Just if I give it to you in a single word, it is burden. And if you look at our gentleman here, he is walking, carrying a heavy, heavy burden. This burden that he carries in front of him, you can see it's weighing him down. He's stooped over, okay? He's completely stooped over. He can't even stand upright anymore. His back must be aching. And he's been carrying this burden for an incredibly long time. There is this destination, all right? There is this little home. That's where he's heading, but it's in sight, it's close by, it's right there, but he can't actually, he's not there yet, he's still got to carry on. But every step he takes is pure agony, pure and utter agony. He knows that when he eventually arrives at his home base, when he eventually makes it, he can offload his burdens, rest, recover, sleep, etc., and he'd be strong enough to do it all again the next day, because that's what the 10 of Wands is. That's those of you who are in a job that you detest, in a job that you hate, where you have to wake up every morning, you have to go through the whole day. By the end of the day, you are so grouchy, you are so unhappy, you are so sore and irritated and drained and etc. But you do your bit at home, you rest, you sleep, you eat, you wake up just to do it all over again. Now, this burden is what we're talking about, okay? And I know that right now, watching this video for the first time, watching this reading for the first time, you know what this is. You already have an inkling of what this is, but you're like, oh, I can't. You have many reasons for why you can't, but actually you must. You can and you must. All right. I was so excited to see the Two of Wands come up as our third card here, because the Tower is about the crumbling, the destruction, the collapse. Here we have the almost ready to offload our burdens, to let go of our burdens, to drop our burdens. And then with the Two of Wands, it's like understanding. And I want you to see what he's holding in his hand. Look at what he's holding in his hand. Do you recognize that? It's the globe. It's the earth. So he holds the world in his hand. He's standing at the top of his castle, okay? He's standing at the top of his castle. There is his kingdom right there in front of him. And here we have some ocean. He is looking in that direction. So he's looking out to sea, and he's asking himself, do I go or do I stay? Do I travel or do I stay put? Do I make a change or do I stay? So he's holding the whole world in his hand, signifies anything is possible, anywhere is possible. He can literally go anywhere he wants to, but he is ready. He has to make that decision for himself. He has to decide what is it that he wants. He must not factor in his kingdom. He must not factor in all the people around him. He has to make the decision that is right for him. And friends, those of you watching right now, this is where you're going to be in 3 months' time. This would have already have happened, okay? So between now and 3 months' time, this is going to happen. Or you're going to be clever enough to make the decision, to make the change before the crumbling happens. The burdens are hard. It's heavy. It's not an easy decision. It's not an easy choice decision to make, because there are other people that factor in here, okay, that whole kingdom. There are other people. I'm just moving them to the top where they will stay so that I can start shuffling the next lot of cards. So this decision, this choice that you've got to make that is right for you is not an easy one. It's a heavy cross to bear. It's a heavy burden, but you have to make the decision that is right for you, not always factoring in everybody else. What do you want? What's going to make you happy? What's going to bring you joy? What's going to bring you success in your life? Okay. So, excuse me reaching in front, but that's where I have got all the cards stored. The first deck that I'm working with, or the next one I'm working with, is the Signs of the Times Oracle. Quite a modern deck. It's got some beautiful keywords, some very simple, I'm bumping them, I'll fix them afterwards. But from the Signs of the Times Oracle, I'm looking for some additional clarity, guidance, and understanding for each one of you for this tough decision that you're facing, that you are going to have to face. Whoops, look at me. I'm just like throwing the Tower card away. And maybe that's because it's what we need to do, is we need to say, we're not going to be scared. We're not going to be worried. We're not going to be influenced by potential drama, because we're strong enough to make choices and decisions for ourselves as to what we want. All right, so let's see what Signs of the Times Oracle wants to add. Let's see. Signs of the Times Oracle says, card 20, mirror and reflection. So here we have a disco ball. Okay, those of you who were alive in the 80s, you will recognize disco ball, and you will know that it represents fun times with friends, family, happiness, all of those kind of things. When the disco ball came out, you know that there was a party that was taking place. But the key word here is reflection, because the disco ball, or the mirror ball on its own, actually is nothing. It's literally just a polystyrene ball with tiny little bits of mirror on. Each little bit of mirror on its own doesn't actually do much because they're so tiny, but put them all together and suddenly where the magic happens. So looking at your situation, what Spirit is saying to you is, when it comes to facing this, when it comes to dealing with this, when it comes to operating this whole situation, you've got to take all the tiny little bits of pieces of knowledge, information, and understanding that you have. It may not be one massive burden. It may be 10 burdens, all right? It may be 10, and each one of them collectively creates the burden, creates the massive situation, and is reflecting so much more. So you've got to, instead of looking for one big issue, one big situation, you've got to realize that it's a lot of little things that are amounting and causing the situation that you're facing at the moment. Right, next deck. This is the Enchanted Map Oracle. So let's give it a shuffle and see what it wants to contribute and add to your situation. Let's give it a shuffle. So what will your life look like in 3 months from now? This situation that you're going to be facing, this big decision that you're going to have to make that is actually based on lots of little things. What does the Enchanted Map Oracle want to add, want to contribute to that? What guidance, insight, and clarity can it offer us in order to recognize and to understand this dilemma that we're going to be facing in 3 months' time? Okay, right, putting it back. Let's have a look and see. Card number 4, and it is the Spirit of Place. Spirit of Place. So immediately when I look at the artwork, okay, because I don't know what the text or the guidebook says for Spirit of Place, right? So I'm just allowing my intuition to guide me. I love that she's got this butterfly wing on her eye there, on the side of her face, which, you know, butterflies is about transformation and change. Number 4 is about solid, it's about structure, it's about stability. But then we have these leaves, and it's interesting that they're all completely different types of leaves, different colors of leaves, but they're all in a different state of disrepair, of transformation. You know, they've let go of the tree and now they're falling to the earth, and it's about being in this space, being comfortable. We have this tree in the background here with this huge big opening. So again, it's an old tree. It's a tree that has stood the test of time. It's still standing there. And you know, what I'm hearing now from Spirit, when we look at Spirit of Place, what I'm hearing from Spirit is that if you think about a tree, every single year a tree loses its leaves. A tree has to let go of its burdens, has to let go of the weight of the leaves, of the everything, in order to produce fruit, in order to bear goodness, in order to be who it is. Every single year the tree has to drop, let go, bare itself, come down to its bare basics in order to have a better year next year, in order to grow, in order to succeed. And every single one of these leaves that drop, every single one of these leaves that fall is a reflection of who it could be. The leaves, the seeds, the fruit, it's all part of something that was a collective, but on its own it's nothing, but together as a collective it is something quite substantial. The message that I'm getting in context of our reading here is Spirit basically saying to you that you've got to look at your Spirit of Place, look at where you are, honestly, truthfully, and say to yourself, what leaves do I need to let go of? What branches do I need pruning? What parts of myself can I let go of that won't affect the whole? I have to make some changes. I have to make some drops. I have to let go because I cannot carry it for too much longer. It is time to let go of something, but it won't. If you look at this particular mirror ball over here, just as an example, imagination required. Can you see these 2 dark blocks? Let's pretend that those 2 blocks are missing, that the mirror has fallen out there, that there is no mirror there. Okay, but yet the mirror ball still reflects, still shines, still does its job, but it's less. Maybe those cracked mirrors were causing an improper image, an improper whatever. But if we let them go, suddenly, Spirit of Place, we are stronger, we are better. We can replace with better, more fixed mirrors, solid mirrors, whatever it may be. But if we don't let go of what isn't working, we cannot be whole. And this is the decision that only you can make. Right, next cards. So here I have, and I left one behind, Earthcraft Oracle. Let's give it a shuffle and see what it wants to contribute to our story. What does Earthcraft Oracle want to add to our collective story here of what your life is going to be like in 3 months' time, and why it's so important to make the changes, to do the things that you need to do, to let go of the things that you need to let go of in order for you to thrive and to be better. Okay, I have a card. Put these, slot them back in. Let's see the message. Card 39, Thunderstorm. And I mean, come on, lightning and thunderstorm, we all tend to retreat inwards, don't we? We tend to go into our homes. We tend to bring our kids in, bring our animals in, bring them into shelter to protect them. But look at this gent. He's like chest out. He's embracing it. He's saying, bring it on. I want to dance in the thunderstorm. I want to experience the thunderstorm in its power. Now, thunderstorm, you know, there's that similarity. Interesting as well, I'm suddenly seeing lightning, reflection, which the lightning does. If you've ever seen a lightning strike hit the ground, it reflects, it brightens, it illuminates, shed light. I love this. So, I'm getting so passionate. So, for each one of you, between now and 3 months' time, I know this reading was supposed to be what your life looks like in 3 months' time, but you've got the opportunity now to see what your life is going to look like in 3 months' time and to make some good choices, to illuminate. This reading hopefully is going to illuminate whatever needs changing, whatever needs dropping, whatever burdens you need to let go of so that you can make the right decisions. But it's not going to be easy. We're saying that, okay? We're saying that it's not easy in dropping and letting go and, you know, just releasing parts of ourselves, because we believe that we need to hold on to who we are. We need to hold on to what we are. But this is Spirit saying, no, it's time to let go. It's time to let go. Last deck, Divine Energy Oracle. This deck doesn't really have images on the cards. It's literally just keywords. So the keywords, oops, I am making a mess. The keywords will be quite obvious with their message, with what it is that they need to say. But let's see, based on our letting go, based on our thunderstorm, our distraction, our spirit of place, our reflections, what do you need to know right now? How best to tackle and handle it now, so that in 3 months' time, all you have to do is make that choice and everything else would have been taken care of already. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. You know what? This is learning to say no to people in your lives. This is learning to say no to people who are taking advantage of you. Let's reflect back. Let's go through that storm. You know what? Because nobody likes it when you say no. So basically, thank you. I'm saying thank you to Spirit, because whose burden is it? Whose burden are you carrying? I can guarantee you it's not yours. Spirit of place. Just because you're there doesn't mean you have to take it on. Just because you happen to be in the same space doesn't mean other people's responsibilities become yours. Spirit of place. Know your place. Reflect back to others what they need and actually learn to say no. Like, yeah, make decisions for yourself. Do not factor in the people around you, because it's not that they don't matter, but they don't matter. You have to make the decisions for you, but it's not going to be easy, okay? Because nobody wants you. Nobody's going to expect it, and nobody's going to accept you saying no, but you absolutely have to. It's time for you to be strong. It's time for you to stand firm. It's time for you to let go of your burdens, because you are the only one suffering. You are the only one finding it difficult. 3 months' time, you're going to have learned how to say no, and you're going to make decisions for yourself that put you in a good space of where you deserve to be. I'm going to leave it there, friends. With love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care. Hello and welcome to those of you who've chosen reading number 3 as the message reading for you today as to what your life is going to look like 3 months from now. I have got the tarot deck that we're going to be working with on the table here in front of me, and just off camera here in front of me I have all the oracle cards that we are going to be working with today. So all right here ready for me to grab and get going. The tarot deck that we're working with today is called the Vintage Pam Tarot. Let's give it a shuffle and let's see what message it wants to share as to what you're going to be dealing with, what your life is going to look like, what is happening 3 months from now, whenever now might be, okay? So it doesn't matter when you're watching this video, 3 months from this moment that you hear these words, what will your life be looking like? What will you be navigating and dealing with? What do you need to be aware of coming up for you in 3 months from now, right? Dropping cards, but that's just my bad shuffling. Okay, let's cut the deck over there and let's go. Card number 1 for you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 6 of Wands. Card number, oh, that's interesting. Okay, 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords. Third card for you, we have the Lovers card. Beautiful. Right, so I am going to move the tarot out of the way and let's just have a look at these 3. So the first thing that we have to talk about and that we have to acknowledge, by the way, just noticing it is card 6 as well. I should have picked that up immediately. It is Roman numeral 6. So we have got 666. That is not a bad number. It's not an evil number. I know a lot of people panic 666. A lot of people think it's the devil's number. A lot of people, there's a lot of, I'm going to call it superstition associated with the 666. But what I'm looking at is a triple, because it's 3 of them, a triple effect on the numerological number 6, which is, to me, it's the number of healing, recovery, of improvement, of change, of just finding tranquility and peace in your life is what the number 6 represents. So you've got that times 3. So let's not look at it as 666. Let's look at it 6 times, or 6 3 times. Oh, I'm getting so tongue twisted. I want to focus first on these 2 cards, because here we've got the 6 of Wands, which is the card of victory, success. But it's about you on the horse, you returning from an event, okay? So you've been away, you've done a thing, and you've come back victorious. And the whole town, all the people standing on the other side of the horse with their sticks up in the air, they are acknowledging and celebrating your efforts, your work, and what you've managed to achieve and accomplish. So this is about being recognized, recognition for your efforts, for your work, for what you've done. But then the 6 of Swords is completely different energy, because the 6 of Swords is like, I don't want to do this anymore, I'm running away. Okay, so there you've climbed into a boat, just like any boat, and you've said, take me away. I don't care where, just take me away. Any place is better than where I've left. So here you are arriving, here you are leaving. Both of them 6s. 6 is about resolution. 6 is about, change. It's about the outcome, the results of something. Okay, so the result here was victory and success. The result here is moving on. So 6, 6, those 2 6s, I'm going to focus on that one in a bit. You did something and you were successful. Something bad happened and you're doing something to make your life successful. When we run away, it's because we're unhappy, unfulfilled, unsatisfied. And we're at that point now where it's the last straw. It's the straw that broke the camel's back, and you're like, I'm done and I'm moving on. So even though you are successful, even though you are achieving, even though everybody is like clapping hands in acknowledgement of your victory, you are not happy. So I'm going to get to that one in a minute. Your life 3 months from now, if I go to anybody in your life and ask them about you, they're going to say, you are killing it. You are so successful, so happy, life is great, everything is falling into place, life is fabulous. But you, personally, sitting there in the boat with your child and all your possessions, okay? You sitting there, you don't feel that. You're feeling the complete opposite, where you just actually want to run away. So you're either a really good actor, you're a really good actor, or nobody knows what's going on internally. Nobody knows what's going on in your heart of hearts. And that in itself is a problem, isn't it? Because everybody thinks your life is great, but it isn't. And it's obviously getting to a point where something has to be done about it. Now, let's bring in this card. This is the Lovers card. Now, you don't need me, well, at least I hope you don't need me to describe or to to describe the word lovers. Lovers is two people who come together for common gain, for happiness, for joy, for love, for all of those kind of things. But the Lovers is about vulnerability. It's about truth. It's about, lovers only work when we're completely open and honest with each other, not just from a physical point of view, but from an emotional, intellectual, mental point of view as well, spiritual. Now, the modern Lovers card has got a feminine and a masculine energy. Behind the feminine, and actually let me show you. Behind the feminine, we have this tree. We have the serpent climbing up the tree. It is a fruit tree. It is full of fruit. That serpent, if you know your Christian Bible, is temptation. It is whispering in her ear that she should do something, okay? The masculine stands, and they both are standing in the same way. They are both open palms, open hands. They've got nothing to hide, nothing to hide. There is no modesty. There is no fear. There is no anything, okay? They're just quite happy to stand there. She is listening to what the snake is saying, but she's also looking at the angel that presides over them. But behind the masculine, we have this tree of flame, this tree of fire. So she's got the fruit tree with the snake, but he's got a tree that is full of flames, okay? And we have this angelic being that resides over them. We have this massive sun that's behind them as well. So there is a lot of light that has been shed on the situation. The tree of flames is about passion. The tree of flames is about passion and drive and ambition and love and sex and, that kind of energy. Hers is about fruit, which is juicy and nourishing and loving and supportive and all of those kind of things. The issue that we have to understand here is that there is consequence to their actions. Okay, there is consequence to their actions. So if they choose to connect, to unite, to come together, there are consequences to that. Likewise, if they choose to go in the opposite direction, there are consequences. So when I see the Lovers card, it's not just about two people coming together and having a good time. It is about understanding consequence of choice. That's what it is, because nobody is forcing them. Nobody is saying they have to. Nobody is saying that they must. They get to choose for themselves whether they want to connect in a partnership of some kind or not. And there are consequences. There are things that will happen because of that. Now, let's go back here. You are successful. 3 months from now, you are going to be successful in your life. Whether it be work, whether it be relationship, whether it be finances, health, wealth, it doesn't matter. There will be elements of success. People will be looking at you with a little bit of jealousy. We got the green, a little bit of jealousy, a little bit of like, oh wow, look how fabulous they are, look how wonderful they are, look how easy life is for them. You are just feeling like, I actually can't deal with this anymore. Whether it be the limelight that you can't deal with, or whether it be something completely different, but you are definitely going to be wanting to run away. But you've got to know the consequences of your actions. Okay, you've got to know the consequences. Maybe you're wanting to change jobs. Maybe you're wanting to change relationships. Maybe you're wanting to move house. There are consequences to that partnership. Right, I'm going to push these up here because we need to get some other cards going so they can stay there. We're going to start with the Signs of the Times Oracle. So let's give this card a shuffle, because now we need to understand, what are you wanting to run away from? What is this choice? What is this decision? What is this partnership, this union, this coming together that you will be dealing with in 3 months' time? And what do you need to know about it? Okay, so I have my card. Let's have a look and see what it is. So card number 5, and 5 is the number of obstacles and challenges. Here is a mountain. Here is our road. Then there's suddenly a bend in the road, okay? When we see a mountain is always considered an obstacle, because to climb it is a challenge. And once you've got to the top, you have to go down the other side. So a mountain in front of you is always seen as an obstacle, as a challenge. So whatever this is, obviously it's going to be something fairly big. It's not going to be just a simple issue. This is life-changing. The fact that our road goes straight and then it curves, maybe the road's going to go around the mountain at the back. So even though there is an obstacle, there is a path that can work you around the obstacle. So you're not being forced. You're not obligated. You're not stuck at a dead end where you have to face something. That is not the case at all. That yes, there are challenges, there are decisions, there are consequences, there are obstacles, but it's not all bad because there is a way around. You just have to be patient, you just have to be prepared for it, and you have to understand consequences of your actions. All right. Grabbing the next deck. This is the Enchanted Map Oracle. So let's give Enchanted Map Oracle a shuffle as we ask for further clarity, further understanding around the situation that you're facing. What do you need to do? What do you need to know? What is the best way for you to navigate it in 3 months' time when it is real, when it is happening right in front of you? What do you need to know about 3 months from now? Okay. Cards are shuffled. Let's cut the deck there and take that one off the top. Let's just put those out of the way. Oops, I'm making a mess. So let's have a look and see. Enchanted Map Oracle says, card 11, it's a balancing act. It's a balancing act. So can you see how she's holding that rope? We have the ship that is sailing on a bubble because that's what ships do. It's sailing on a bubble, so she has to hold that rope ever so tight, and the ship is just going to roll forward on the bubble, and hopefully we don't see where it ends up, or we don't see what's happening over there, but hopefully it's going to arrive at its destination. But the whole thing is a balancing act, which means we're on a what's that thing called where the kids, where they go up and down? I can't think what it's called, but we're on one of those, and it's a balancing act. You know, a little bit in the wrong direction, and the whole thing is going to tilt. So, just grabbing the next deck. So the balancing act, it's about understanding the weight ratios, understanding the ratios between what you're successful at, what you want to run away from, and the consequences of your actions. But it's also a balancing act of understanding the mountain, the obstacle that you're facing. You know, if going over it is going to, yes, it may be hard and difficult, but if going over it is going to take you, say, 5 hours, but going around it is going to take you 20 hours, what's the balancing act of whether you should take the risk or not take the risk? Do you understand? The consequences of your choices and your decisions. All right, I'm now shuffling the Earthcraft Oracle. Well, I have been shuffling the Earthcraft Oracle. Just give it one more, and then we will see what message it wants to offer us in this predicament that we're facing at the moment. Okay, let's see. 3 months from now, what is the best way to make a choice, make a decision, the balancing act, overcoming our obstacles in finding our bliss? Here we have card 38, and it is referring to the shift. So we have, let's just have a look. In the background here, I can see nighttime, I can see daytime, darkness, light. We have this person standing vulnerable. It looks like he's standing in water. We have a little bit of an island. We have grass, we have sand. This tree, maybe it's seasons, not light and dark. Maybe it's the different seasons, summer and winter. But here we have lush, here we have barren. He's got the water pouring out of his hands into the water where he's standing. But it's about the shift. And you know what I see? I think this is definitely, whether it's, let me actually just put it down for a second. Whether it's day, night, whether it's summer, winter, it is evolution. It is the shift that is changing, and there is nothing that you can do about it. We cannot stop summer turning into winter. We cannot stop day going into night. Well, we can put all the lights on. We can, illuminate our homes, but it's still nighttime. So the shift happens, ready or not, here I come. Ready or not, it's going to take place. And that's what brings the balancing act. And sometimes it is an obstacle, because sometimes you can't do whatever you need to do in the winter, but winter's coming. So sometimes we have to just shift through it in order to find our happiness and to find our bliss. So for you guys, in 3 months from now, you are going to be successful and happy, but you're also going to want to be making a major change. But it's about understanding the consequences, and sometimes we have to wait for the right time, because that's the balancing act before we initiate. And maybe you've already been waiting. Maybe that's what this reading is telling you, that you've already been waiting, and in 3 months' time is when the time is right to face those obstacles, the balance to move forward, and the shift to take place. Because maybe you've been waiting already for such a long time, and 3 months from now is when the time will be right and your consequences will be correct, accurate, for you to make the changes that you need to make. All right, I have got my last deck, and this is the Divine Energy Oracle. Just give it a quick little shuffle. I do make an absolute mess of all the other cards while I'm shuffling it. So the Divine Energy Oracle doesn't have graphics. It's mainly just words, but they speak such a truth. Oh my gosh, such a truth. So from the Divine Energy Oracle, I'm asking the question of, what else do you need to know to better prepare yourself for all of this shift, okay? For all of these shifts that are going to be taking place in your life in 3 months from now. What else do you need to know in order to understand and to take advantage of the balancing act, to overcome your obstacles, to continue your success in a new location that brings you joy, love, and happiness? We have the card. Okay, let's just tidy up all of the others that I have messed, and let's see. Oh, you see, I have to make a mess always. Let's have a look and see what we have. Divine Energy Oracle says, go for your dreams. Go for your dreams. You know what? I just absolutely love that. I think we've hit the nail on the head when we talk about timing, okay? Because I think this reading, for all of you watching right now, you know what you're yearning for, you know what you're longing for, but you're afraid of the consequences, you're worried about it. And I think this is Spirit saying to you, 3 months from now, whenever it is that you're watching this video, 3 months from now, you will be finally, for the first time in your life, ready to make the changes that you need to make, to overcome those obstacles, to find the balance in your life, because there is no balance. Clearly, there is no balance in your life, but the shift needs to happen. You've been waiting for the right time. The time is here. Go for your dreams in 3 months' time. Start preparing yourself now. Start planning, start strategizing, start preparing, understanding who you're going to take with you, who you're leaving behind, who's on board with you and who's not, who contributes or who takes away from. But ultimately, it's about you going for your dreams. 3 months' time will be the time where you will be going for your dreams. You will have been ready. The consequences will be in your favor, good for you. So go for it. Absolutely go for it. Gosh, I love that. So excited for you. Have to say that. So excited. 3 months' time, life is going to be pretty awesome because you're doing the work for it now, preparing yourself and overcoming those obstacles. All right, friends, I'm going to leave it right there for you. As always, love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care, friends.